Hi, folks, this is Alex here. Lots of my friends from Europe are asking how does Russia feel after the sanctions being imposed. So I would say that um, Russian folks haven't really experienced any significant and essential changes after the sanctions. I would tell even that, as you can see, the Russian economy has survived, and in many ways it has flourished. For example, we don't have those H&M and Zara and McDonald's and KFC outside on the streets, but still they were replaced by the local brands or the brands of the ex-Soviet republics like Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan, where they do real quality cotton clothes, which is way cheaper and way better than the European and American stuff, I would say, in many ways, not always, but in some ways it's like that. And yeah, what we do feel is that the prices are way higher because the Russian ruble has lost like 30% of its value. But still, we see the currency changes every day, and I think that not gonna be forever. Anyways, I would say that you should know that all those sanctions, they have nothing to do with the Russian government. All those sanctions, all those super packages, super smart packages of European Union and United States of America are dealing with the regular Russians, which are probably could probably be against the war and they just left Russia, but still they can't use their money normally. They should find some other substitutional ways to use their own money they earn and open accounts in foreign countries, which is harder every day, or we should just transfer money to different commissions and buy currency with a for an extremely high price. So it all hits usual people, and most of my friends just left the country for a while, and they had to deal with lots of losses. I mean, financial losses and psychological and mental difficulties because of that. So those sanctions, ironically, make life harder of those people which don't want to be the part of that. And those who are just staying in Russia, they don't see any changes because they don't use any U.S. dollars. They don't travel abroad that much. Many of them just don't have any foreign passport, just like American citizens, which don't travel that much and have never seen anything out of their own yard or counter or something. So, but just want to say that you should be careful with all that because afterwards you'll have to deal with Russia anyways. It's not because of the resources or something. It's just because it's the biggest empire on earth, and you should just deal with it, as well as with China and other specific countries. But I would just say that today the European politics is such a high level of hypocrisy. It's such a great example of hypocrisy because after what I saw in Nagorno Karabakh when the Azeris invaded Artsakh and 120,000 people had to flee from their homes, leave their homes, and no one helped them, and no one talked about that. Just some, praise words of European folks in jackets, like with a nice hair, telling that, oh, that's terrible, oh, that's not good. The European Commission will talk about that here and there. It doesn't help anymore. And after that, 2 weeks after that, we see that Israel was attacked by Hamas in the most peculiar, in the most, I can't even find the words for that, what they did there. And I would say that there are some countries which are against destroying Hamas as terrorist organization. So you should wait, Europeans and Americans, that Hamas will come to your homes. Hamas will come to your countries. They're already there in Dublin, in London, in Paris, in Berlin, in Frankfurt, in Madrid. I'm wishing all the best to the people of Europe. I love Spain, I love France, but I just see that the way you treat Russia, the way you treat Armenia, the way you treat Israel, it will just lead to your own collapse. That's what I would say. So hypocrisy is a very contradictive stuff. Hypocrisy is very dangerous stuff because once you put a shame on someone, once you blame someone, The other moment, you just see that you yourself can be the one whom you're blaming. Like, it always works like that in a private life of everyone in a global scale of a country. Like, if you say that you're the most democratic society in the world, there is a high chance that this society is an opposite of democracy. If you say that you're the biggest fighter of fascism, very slightly the next day you may your own self become a fascist, and you would become the one who you would like to fight with. And that's what happens in the world today. So please be careful and please think twice and triple time, and like most of the time just think, was it opinion of yours, of your own experience, or was it part of the propaganda? Yeah, we both know that propaganda comes from both sides, from Russian side, from the European side, from the Arab side, from the Armenian side, from the Azeri side, but still there is a truth, only one truth in the world. You should just follow the truth. That's it. Follow your own intuition of knowing what is true and what is not. The truth is love. The truth is helping each other. The truth is being unbiased. Once you become biased, you choose black or white. The world is not black and white. You should be somewhere in the between. You should always see both sides. But once you choose black and you hate white, automatically your own self, you become white hating black. You know what I mean? So please be careful, and wishing you all the best. This is Alexander here. Get rid of hypocrisy, get rid of biasty, and all the best. And I hope we will shake each other hands in the near future, and the world will not get crazy totally. Peace on you, and stand with Israel.